One thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work, family. Never forgetting where we came from.
I hope you hear me. Pain, since I've lost you, I'm lost too. Nigga feeling like he at the bottom like a horseshoe. Sorry for the trouble that I put you in your heart through. God knows that I do anything for a part two. Ought to be praying for the day you come back to me, saying that you forgive me. Give me another chance, I'm needing it like a kidney. I don't wanna advance, give me back her hands, give me back her touch. I don't ask.
We made a choice to move our family to a more peaceful place.
Mom, what are we doing here?
Your father's laundering money for a Mexican drug cartel.
Marty, where's my $5 million? Someone's going to die.
Relax. What's going on, YouTube? We back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Nimes' YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we back with another TV series review, and we are doing Ozark season 1 through 3 review. Excuse me. This is pretty much a build-up for the new season that's about to come out as far as season 4, which is supposed to be the last season. And honestly, me just watching that season, I had to go back and catch up. And I didn't even think I was going to have time to catch up, but I got through it as far as seasons 1 through 3. I did a little skipping here and there because I knew, like, once I started the seasons to getting going, I started understanding and getting back to formula as far as the stuff I forgot about, because when I watched that trailer, I'm telling you, I forgot about so much stuff. It felt like it's been so long since I had seen an Ozark episode or whatnot. But going back and watching it and catching up made me actually enjoy it even more. It made me think about why I'm looking so much forward to this new season they got coming up, man. But I'm pretty much doing this review just to get people familiar who maybe haven't seen Ozark, who have seen Ozark, and just want to get a recap or just get caught up a little bit on stuff going on. Like I said, I'm not doing some full recap or whatnot. I'm just doing pretty much a review, in my opinion, on how I feel about this as a show. Because when I first started this, it kind of was giving me Breaking Bad vibes, but slowly but surely it got me away from that, and I just started going into this looking at it as it was its own show, which it is. So let's go into this as far as a little info on the show if you haven't seen Ozark. As far as Ozark, a financial advisor drags his family from Chicago to the Missouri Ozarks, where he must launder money to appease a drug boss. When things go AWOL, Marty must uproot his family from the skyscrapers of Chicago and relocate to the Lazy Lake region of Missouri Ozarks. So you pretty much coming into a situation with this guy named Marty, who is brilliantly played by Jason Bateman. The way Jason Bateman plays Marty with this emotionless feeling towards mostly everything, including possibly being killed, is amazing, because at the same time, you can see in his eyes, Jason Bateman is acting through his eyes. An emotion you don't see is perfect for his character because of the way he tries to carry certain things, man, without showing any type of emotion. The way Jason Bateman deals with things, and even his wife and everybody around him sometimes ask him, like, do you have any type of emotions? I mean, even with, and this is not going to be a spoiler because this isn't trailers, but even with the cartel, which he's laundering money for, it's almost like they probably be looking at him. And I know the certain people, as far as not only the big person, but certain, as far as the hitman that's done been around him, they all have looked at him or gave him this look like, do this guy have any emotion? It's a point in this show where Marty is pretty much being tortured, and besides him responding to the pain here and there, he still kind of don't have like this same emotional attachment, or the way he would certain people would act or react to certain things. The way he acts to certain things is not the same. It's just not the same, man. But one thing I do want to say, as far as all around, and as far as our main characters, which is his family, we have Lindy Williams, Laura Lindley, who is playing Wendy Bird, and this is the Bird family. You have Sophia Hublitz, who plays Charlotte, Skylar Gardner, who plays Jonah Bird. Both of these kids are brilliant in this show, and Wendy and Marty, like I said, I'm sorry for getting the name, Laura Lindley and Jason Bateman, the chemistry all around is good. Even with Marty and him not having that type of emotion, All the chemistry to me is good, man. But like I said, the kids, Charlotte and Jonah, are great. They respond like kids to situations, but once they start to understand things, they become almost partners with their parents. I'm not giving nothing away, like I said, to anybody who haven't seen Ozarks or whatnot. But like I said in the trailer, they kind of show you these things, even in that season 1 trailer, because that's the one I pretty much am going off of as far as showing anything. But like I said, Jonah, his son, who starts to understand money laundering, overseas accounts, like, it really is some good scenes and somewhat funny scenes because of the way the mama Wendy will react to basically, because Jason Bateman almost be like, he sounded like he proud of Jonah and the way he's understanding and moving so fast as far as understanding money laundering, because that's what he does as far as Jason Bateman's character Marty. But with Wendy, it's like her response is like, wait, and the way he doing these things, and this is all in season 1, because like I said, you're getting this family who just up and moving out of Chicago, and the way Jason Bateman's character Marty has to explain to his kids the situation, because it's so serious, because this is life and death. And like the way this season starts, like in the first episode, I'm telling you, like, it's going there, it's there. Like, I'm almost at the point where I know this our main character, but is he gonna make it all the way through? Because you done seen these type of shows where they'll bring like these big name characters in and they'll knock them straight off, and you'll have some other protagonists that we supposed to be following. But as far as Ozark and whatnot, it's a lot of good characters in here. It's a lot of good characters in here, man. And oh my gosh, ain't no way I forgot about him, man. It's not no way I forgot about him. I was looking for a Buddy, but if you know who I'm talking about, I didn't have his picture up here, and that's a mistake, man. Buddy is a great addition, man. Marty and his family pretty much are moving into this guy's house. And before I even continue, man, I got to get this actor's name, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to get this actor's name, but the character Buddy is like, the way his response is to certain situations as far as trying to help Marty and his family, man. I wish I had his picture up here. I wanted to show this character, man, but Buddy was a great addition. And after good character development, immediately you love this character and his relationship with Jonah. Buddy and Jonah's relationship, and the way he's not like, he just giving him that attention that he's pretty much not getting from his father as far as Marty, as far as Jonah go. And so the way Buddy comes in, and like I said, this is character development, because we just getting these certain scenes with him because he's doing certain things like, Buddy will go out on the lake butt naked, you know what I'm saying, because he's in this situation. And I'm not going to give too much away as far as what's going on with the character Buddy, but you'll know who I'm talking about. If you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, you will know who I'm talking about once you watch the series. But like I said, after good character development, once you get to know Buddy, and once this relationship starts to develop between Marty's family and Buddy, it's just great writing. It's just great writing because it's not something that's just pushed on you. It's not rushed. It's developed, and you get so much of an understanding of the dynamics between the Marty and his family and Buddy. So I really, really, really enjoyed that relationship. Like I said, majority of that relationship comes towards the end of season 1, and it's a lot built up into it as far as season 2 go. And like I said, I'm not going to go into the details or whatnot of how the relationship goes as far as Buddy and Marty's family, but it's a really, really, really good relationship, and it's really, really good character development. Man. Darlene and Jacob, man. If you have never seen almost like two villainous people on a TV show, and the way two villainous people make their appearance on the TV show, it's definitely got to be an impact. And the way Darlene and Jacob come onto the show, man, and it's really Darlene, man, but Darlene and Jacob, man, they make an impact as soon as they appear on the show, but Darlene is the one. Man, Lisa Emery, I'm trying to make sure I'm saying her name right, but Lisa Emery, she plays Darlene, and I have not seen her in a lot of things. Maybe I have, because of course she has on makeup and stuff throughout this show, but she's just fierce, man. But Darlene and Jacob, man, Darlene is one of the most brutal, craziest, and best villain, almost anti-heroes I have seen on a TV show. She is terrifying, and she is scary. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about her character. Like I said, it's better if you just go in and watch it and get a better understanding of who her character is, because I'm telling you, she is terrifying and she is scary. And it's a certain point where you saying, ain't no way I'm gonna like this character. She does certain things, she does something in this show where ain't no way I'm gonna like this character. But like I said, it's only 3 seasons of this. By the time you get to probably like the end of season 2 and going into season 3, you somewhat looking forward to her character. And she does some shit where it's like, man, she is one of those characters. She is phenomenal, man, and the actress playing that role is phenomenal. And even like I said, as far as Jacob, he's a very, very, very formidable villain. But like I said, for me, if you once you watch the show, you will understand why Darlene is the head honcho as far as their relationship go, man, and their development. Like I said, this show is outstanding for character development. Their development is one of the best ones I've seen in television. Like I said, you have no idea really where their story is going to go, and you have no idea what they are capable of and what they're going to do throughout the show. Definitely be on the lookout if you haven't seen Ozark, for Darlene and Jacob, especially Darlene, man. But besides that, like I said, I'm really trying to go into more so of season 1. Like I said, I'm going through season 1, 2, and 3, but like I said, I'm doing it at a pace where it's just not going to be like I'm going into super details about each season. I'm kind of going at them at the same time while I'm talking about each character, because most of these characters are in a majority of the seasons. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you characters who not in seasons 1, 2, and 3. I'm not going to tell you if some characters die or if they live. I'm not going to tell you none of that. Like I said, this is a spoiler-free review as far as Ozark seasons 1 through 3. And like I said, this is a build-up for Ozark season 4 that's coming out this month. But anyway, another good character we have on here, Ruth. Ruth and her passion for her cousins, Wyatt and 3. And not only that, man, one of the things I really love about her character is her love of old school hip hop songs, man. She has a track, like I'm pretty sure Ozark and Netflix have something where they have a Ruth playlist where she has all these top notch old school hip hop songs, and they play these songs throughout the show. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's some of the best scenes, because even with the songs they're playing, it works with the scenes. I'm telling you. But not only that, as far as Ruth's love for old hip-hop songs, she's super smart. She don't play, and she will whoop your ass, male or female. I'm telling you, man, she is another one of those great characters that you enjoy. And I'm telling you, she's not really a villain starting off. She just have her own ways about doing things, and especially coming from the environment she comes from, because not only that, Ruth has a family. And her family is the Langmores, and she has 2 uncles, and like I say, her 2 cousins, Wyatt and 3. And I'm not going to say how their relationship come about as far as Ruth and Marty's, but it's very good character development, and their relationship is very much back and forth, somewhat up and down throughout the season. I'm not going to say how many seasons or whatnot, because I'm not going to tell you where these characters go from each season, or even if they live for other seasons. But what I will say is, this is some of the best character development that you have seen as far as these characters, when the way they work together and the way they start to understand each other. Because like I said, Marty is pretty much getting introduced to these families in the Ozark. Not only these families, but these other criminal organizations once he moves his family from Chicago to the Ozarks. So he's pretty much being introduced to these other entities that's going on out here in this little lake town as far as Missouri or whatnot. I guess I pretty much to tell you how, as far as just like season 1, but I'm still, like I said, these side characters. Last but not least, like I said, as far as season 1 and these introductions to some of these very important characters, Roy Petty, man. This is a straight up villain. Ain't no anti-hero, ain't nothing good, somewhat good about this guy. He is a straight up villain, and I wish I could get this actor's name, but I would love to see him in like a DC villain role, even a Marvel villain role. Whatever villain role you can put him in, I would enjoy seeing him in it. But in this series, as far as Ozark, he is on some sadistic, like manipulative. I'm talking about, he is not mentally hinged right. And that's all I would say about his character. He has some all type of reveals, revelations, and the way he go about doing things. Because once again, I'm not gonna even say who his character is in here, but Roy Petty as a character, as far as on Ozark, he is definitely a villain of villains. As far as I'm not even gonna front, some of the best written villain that I have seen on a television series. But in this series, be on the lookout for this guy Roy Petty. I'm telling you, man. This dude, I ain't never seen a guy like this, and the way he goes about doing things, man, and the way he does things. I'm telling you, it's some shit where when I first had seen this, I was like, hold on, what the? I'm telling you. So giving it a second viewing, I honestly, that's what I mean by forgetting things, and I forgot just how unhinged this dude was. Like I said, man, very good character development once again, and good writing, because you do not know where this character is going to go, and you do not know the methods he will go to do the things he's trying to do to get to who he's trying to get to, or the people he's trying to get. So maybe I gave it away a little bit there as far as who his character is, but I'm just saying, man, that was some good writing as far as who he was. Other than that, man, I do want to kind of jump into some of the scenarios and some of the plots of seasons 1, 2, and 3. As far as season 1, it's pretty much just Marty and his family pretty much dealing with people who have their own, like I said, crime organizations, and dealing with the other families of the Ozarks once they move out there. So that's pretty much the situation that's going on in the first season. As far as season 2 is them trying to expand, which includes doing something with a casino. I'm not going to say what, I'm not going to say how, but it's basically them trying to come up with more ways and bigger ways of money laundering. Like I said, this show is based all around money laundering. So that's what you should expect. But it's some good writing, man. It's very good writing. It's some of the best drama I have seen. But it's even got some decent, somewhat funny moments here. I'm telling you, man. But like I said, the standout of this show is definitely Jason Bateman's Marty, man. Like I said, his emotionless. It's the way he carries his emotions, where he don't use his emotions in situations where it's just, he almost not even in robot form, but the way he goes about things is where you just like, is this dude all right, or is he got any type of reaction to anything? I'm serious, man, but it makes his character more intriguing. It makes you enjoy him more, especially in situations where you know people like he trying to do certain shit to make shit better. Even though he did put himself in this situation, he made his choice. But it's just saying, with other people trying to make these decisions, when he telling them about shit, and it's like, all right, come on, Marty, fuck him, man. Marty, go ahead and do what you gonna do, man. That's where I'll be getting at with him somewhat. But like I said, as far as season 2, it's pretty much them trying to expand as far as their money laundering business. But as far as season 3 to me almost was a Wendy story. The way she kind of steps up and starts not only making her own moves, but directly contacting certain sources on her own. I'm not going to say what them sources are, but she starts to do certain things where as if maybe Marty ain't even in the picture and she just doing things. You know what I'm saying? So season 3 is very interesting to see the way she goes, but it does to me kind of prove why Marty is who Marty is and why he is the one dealing with certain situations. Like I said, I'm not going to say it'll be like Marty is always able to handle the situation a certain way, but he has a way of doing certain things where he's trying to make you understand, like, look, we can die today. This shit is over. It's done. Let me do this the way I'm doing it, and you shut the hell up. Because it's like one thing, even in season 2, where he got a certain plan, and it's like, y'all do this. Maybe it works, maybe not, but either way, he's trying to do what he promised. And then you have certain people like, nah, we're gonna do it this way. I want to do this. This is I actually seem like they actually enjoy what they doing, but then you see the ramifications of that once again, and then you had this look on Marty's face where he just, like I said, no emotion. So you don't know if he pissed off about it or he just like, didn't I tell your ass? Or he just like, all right, whatever. I'm telling you, man. But that's just on the credit of Jason Bateman as an actor. But not only Jason Bateman, like I said, it's the whole family dynamic. Out of everybody I named, like I said, it's a lot of good characters in this show. Like I said, you have Ruth, you have Jacob and Darlene. Like I said, even Ruth's family, the Langmores, and even these villains, you have Roy Petty, and you have other characters that start to come in the series. But like I said, I'm not trying to really spoil anything, but I will give it like honorable mentions or whatnot. For instance, you have a character named Ben, And I'm not going to say when he comes into the season, but he plays a very pivotal role. And I'm telling you, man, I really enjoy his character because it's one end you like, damn, and on the other end you like, man, god damn, why you all? But I'm telling you, man, I really enjoyed his role. Another good character that comes into play is the character of Helen. And I'm not going to say who her character is, but she's a very, very important character that comes into the picture. And at certain points, you don't really have an understanding of her agenda at certain times. You don't even really understand if she's who she is, or if she's working for somebody, or if she's like under the same influences that Marty and them are under, as far as, nah, you gonna do what I tell you, as far as life or death situations, basically. And if they don't do certain things, there's going to be death, pretty much. So these two characters, as far as they do not show up immediately in the season, as far as Ben and as far as Helen, but when they do come up, they are very much important to the season and things that start to happen throughout the season. But like I said, any of these characters is just really good character development all around. And I know I'm probably missing out on certain characters, but like I said, the ones I came about and the ones I mentioned are some of the main ones that's going to draw your attention, that's going to keep you watching the show and being like, yo. Because like I said, you have... Marty has encounters with a ton of characters, like I said, that play major roles for him and have certain consequences that he has to come about as far as the people he's dealing with, even with Wendy. But more than none, Marty has some of the more important characters that he ends up dealing with because of the dear consequences. And not only that, certain situations that he puts himself in because of his trust. And like I said, you can say what you want to say about Marty, but the nigga's loyal. And you understand what I'm saying once you watch the series. Marty is loyal. But anyway, man, that's pretty much all I had as far as my review of Ozark season 1 through 3. Like I said, I didn't want to dive into much of a deep detail as far as the seasons or whatnot. This is more of a lead up to going into season 4. I didn't want to give away certain situations or whatnot in case people are trying to go back and catch up right now going into season 4. But anyway, this is a phenomenal series. This is one of the best on Netflix. I feel like maybe just not giving enough push. But like I said, it's actually trending right now on top 10 on Netflix right now. So people definitely on there trying to catch up and get ready for season 4. Overall, I just wanted to come in here and get my review overall of all 3 seasons. Like I said, I didn't think I was gonna catch up, but they kind of fast paced. Like that first viewing, it kind of felt like it was a little slow, not slow where to the point I was bored, but just slow. But it was a good slowness because it was giving you that good character development and give you an understanding of how these characters think and move. Not only that, making you care about characters. You know what I'm saying? Even ones you think you're not supposed to care about, you end up caring about. But out of all of these characters, it's definitely Jason Bateman's Marty. It's definitely him, man. And the way he has to deal with all these situations that come nonstop at him, and it seems like the guy do not get a break, not even for a day. But I honestly just love his, like I said, that emotionlessness, no emotion at all in situations, or he just in there, he just in it. That's it, he just in it. So definitely Jason Bateman is definitely the standout on the show in my opinion, but overall his family is very great. The chemistry between, you would think that was really his kids and his wife. Like I'm just saying, honestly. But overall, man, that was pretty much my review, in my opinion, just on Ozark seasons 1 through 3. Like I said, I just wanted to come in here and get ready for season 4 because I'm definitely looking forward to it. I cannot wait to see where they go with this. We all know, if you have seen Ozark and you've seen that end as far as season 3, like at the very end, we already know what happened. And it's like, okay, I'm definitely ready to see where they're going to take this, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section if you have seen Ozark, how y'all feeling about it. Are you looking forward to the new season as far as the season 4 and knowing that this is supposed to be the last? And if you haven't seen Ozark, do my review help you to want to go check it out and give it a chance? Let me know in the comment section, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to let you know when I upload new videos. This is the road to 400 subs. Shout out to all my subscribers and everybody who just take the time to check out my videos. Relax. Yeah.
Why do I have this feeling we both know that you'd be better off dead?
Marty!
We're gonna kill your family and be done with all this madness.
Jesus, Marty, he knows the kid's name.
And see me smile at the actual situation. And because they could sense that I'm not afraid of it, yeah, it's only because of my experience prior to.